What is going on, everybody, and welcome to Scrampunks, episode 76. There's a lot of things to talk about today. We actually didn't talk about the Inside Xbox last week. Like, we're not going to talk about it a lot, but we might say a couple things here and there because it happened the day after Scrampunks last week. But yeah, we're here with our panel. Tsunami is here. What's up, Tsunami? How you doing, brother? All right.
All right, man. That was cool.
I appreciate you, brother. I'm going to care about you, Tsunami. You're a great guy. No money. What's going on with you, young lady?
Nothing much. How's everybody doing this evening?
Oh, good, I guess. As good as an Xbox fanboy can be, you know. So, of course, my boy, Devin, my WBG brother. Devin, what's going on with you, man?
Not much, man. I've just been playing games and waiting for the show.
Yeah.
Ready to kick off, man, since I missed last week.
It was all good. Who came in last week? Manhattan. What's up, Gunslinger and Geekhead 188? What's up? A lot of other shows is on tonight. It's like it's more than usual, but hey. Hell Xbox, that's right there. What is your name, brother? I slid her bangs. I'm sorry, brother.
It's Sillador's Bane.
What I say?
Huh?
I slid the doors. It's slid the
It's
doors.
Sillador's.
I slid the door.
I slid a door bang.
No, the I's before the L, dirt.
Oh,
It's
that's an L.
Sillador. It's the guy from
Not an L, no I.
Lord of the Ring guy. It's
I
Sillador.
don't watch Lord, man.
It's still, I don't know.
Well, hey, what's up, brother? Let's leave it at that.
Oh, man.
John Mark
Yep.
Louise, yo.
Yeah, Jean Mark.
MM2K, what's going on with you, brother?
Nothing, man. Same old. My logo's getting all messed up. Same old stuff, brother. Same old stuff. Just trying to figure out. Windows sucks. Just trying to. I got that new update and it's messed up my computer, so y'all have to excuse me as y'all see stuff popping all over my logo. So we're gonna talk about this tech demo, right? We're gonna talk about this fantastic tech demo that everybody thought was gonna be a game. But it's not a retail product. Yeah, I said it.
Hey, you know what?
You know, I got to start some. I got to be conscious.
Hey, no. You know what? I'm feeling that because a lot of people. I don't know if I wanted to start off the show with
I
this.
don't know, dirt. I mean, how many frames did it run at?
Well, I don't want to go there yet. But
Yeah.
Not yet.
Look, man. Let's be honest.
We can get into that stuff later, dirt. I mean, if you're trying to wait.
I mean, yeah, man. I mean, yeah.
ain't nothing to it but to do it, baby.
Yeah, man. It's just shit, man. It's just I didn't get the super chat. You got us, no funny.
Yep. Thank you, Geekhead 188 with the $4.99. Just a heads up, I'm not in a good mood today, so don't piss me off.
Oh shit.
To MM2K.
Oh
damn,
brother.
Yeah, brother. I'm not in a good mood either, man. I don't know if y'all heard my video today, man. I had to have my boy do my video today, man, because I was so pissed off at ponies, man.
I know, man. He actually did a pretty decent video, maybe better than some of yours.
Oh shit, for real? Damn, I gotta bring it back.
It was hilarious.
Yeah, see, you know what? I used to do
he even had a crowd. It was
you know, like crowd. I had some dudes saying, "Why you call yourself Mr. Chocolate Face?" I said, "Just a character, right?" So he was like, "Man, you may watch out for." I said, "Come on, brother. I mean, damn. Can a nigga have fun once in a while?" Shit. So I used to do this character back in the day, like when I first started my channel, but he was a little bit different. So I said, today, I act silly, you know, but I was speaking like how I felt, really, obviously, but, you know, acting silly and shit, Mr. Chocolate Face. I don't know what fuck I don't know if he's a kid or just a goofy ass dude. I don't know what he is.
That shit was funny, bro.
Yeah.
I got the Kumbaya type of vibes from him.
Yeah, he's kind of Kumbaya, but I'm not sure if he's slow. I'm not sure.
This thing is silly.
I kind of like made him up today. I used to have a character Mr. Chocolate Face back in the day, like I said, but he was different. I kind of made him up today. It was like, is this nigga slow? Is he? I don't know what he is. But anyway, you got that snow.
Yep. Thank you, Jean-Marc Louis. Thank you for the $1.99. PS5 can't hit 4K 60 on a tech demo. 1440p 30 sad.
Thank you, John Mark Louise. And I'm gonna be honest, man. Monster Homie, Snow Bunny, that's my girl, Devin the Homie, Tsunami, Nep, everybody. But I gotta be honest, man. The people that watch our channels, bro, I appreciate y'all. Like, because sometimes I try not to get emotional with this shit, but these motherfuckers be pissing me off sometimes. It's like lately, for some reason, I've been a little irritable. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, maybe because of the pandemic going on, but I want to smack one of these niggas, man. Like real shit. And when I see like messages from John Mark and Joe Hanzo and Geekhead and those guys, man, it made me feel a little better. Like, okay, man, this is a video game. Dirk, calm your black ass down, But sometimes I feel like, damn. I'm sorry, y'all. But anyway, so do y'all want to go ahead and start off with this shit? We might as well,
right? Do it, man. Ain't no way to do it. Maybe how many people we got it right now? Because this is something everybody should hear. I'm tweeting it out. Can y'all do us a favor? Can y'all tweet it out? Hit up Facebook.
Tweet it out. Yeah, share. Yeah, tweet it out. Yeah, because
how many people we got watching right now?
It's only 13 right here.
We have True Witty with the $2. Thank you for the $2, True Witty. Hellblade 2 is 1440p, 24 frames per second.
Yeah.
Let's chop it up a little bit. Talk about what we've been gaming and all that other stuff, and then let it fill up. Because I want to
talk about.
Because I think we're losing perspective here. And again, not to talk shit or rain on anybody's parade. I get it's the console war, but I'm looking at this. I'm starting from square one. This is my thing. I'm starting from square one. I'm going with Stadia now. Stadia is an infant. Okay. They're not ready for prime time yet. They're going to get there, but they're just starting all over again. So I don't have the console war hat that a lot of people got on. I just want good gaming experiences out of the big two. And I feel some type of way. I feel differently than what a lot of sentiments have been shown today. And I think something needs to be said. So I'd rather, again, I don't want to make this about me, but I'd rather we get more people in here. Let them know MM2K is about to say something controversial. Go get the Pony Brigade, whatever, because we got to be real about this shit. I don't think we're being real enough about it, man.
Yeah. It's a busy night, like I mentioned. A lot of people on. Is Z still live?
Z might. So you know what? I just got in. I caught the tail end of it. I think he might be. Yeah, so it's whatever. Hey, it's your show, brother. Don't let me take over. That's right. Don't let me take
it's cool. There's a lot of people on the but it is what it is. It's all competition. True Witty again.
Thank you, True Witty, with the $2. Regardless, that tech demo looks fire, no lie. Geekhead 188 with the $1.99. Thank you for the $1.99. These PlayStation fans never keep the same energy, man. Thank you, True Witty, for the $2.
Yeah,
and thank you, Geekhead, for the $1.99.
Now, True Witty, I think it looked good, man. I'm not going to lie about it. It definitely looks good, but it's like
It's not a game.
What's bothering me is how these guys are running with it.
It's not
like
a game.
The actual game. Like it's like this shit won't look the same, if not better, on the Xbox Series X. Even Austin Evans just said something on like his video that it's gonna even look better or even more look better than
who said that?
Austin Evans on this. Yeah, I can pull it up if you want me to.
Oh no, okay, yeah. No, I'm not familiar with him, but okay.
Oh yeah. But he's like a big tech guy. He got like 4 million. Well, anyway, so the thing is, man, it just looked like it's forced. It's forced to me. The responses from ponies to me seem forced. Like this isn't like tomorrow. That game is gonna look amazing. Okay, I get that. Of course they're gonna talk shit about that game tomorrow. This to me seems forced because it's really nothing to me. Now Moss explains things better than me, but it's really not that big of a deal. Yes, this is a tech demo. They did a tech demo with the PS3. I'm sorry, with the PS4. Like at their little show, their reveal event. The same kind of shit. But it's just like I'm not downplaying it, but y'all running with this shit like it's. I thought Godfall. I'm not Godfall. Fucking Hellblade 2 looked incredible, but I saw ponies downplaying that and like loving this. So it's kind of like this niggas ain't really honest in this console war, man. Like I try to be honest. I do fanboy sometimes, but I still try to be honest once in a while. And it's like, nah. You know, I don't know, man. I'm sorry. Neethles, what's up, bro?
Neethles just hopped in. Hey, Neethles, is he still live? Oh shit. Oh, he muted. He's running away. No, I didn't know. I just, you know me, I gotta do like y'all care. I gotta do mother-in-law duty. So I just got in like a little bit before 8. So I don't even know if he's still live. I'm what they're saying in the chat, it's an Xbox slaughter. I've been trying to listen, like if they go live and I'm not home yet, I try to listen at my mother-in-law's house.
Okay.
But she be like, what is that?
Johannes, I tried to listen to it earlier. I even sent a super chat. And I said, I can't fucking listen to this shit, man. Because when J Dub says it's gonna be some Xbox bashing regardless, even though my boy Post be trying his best to sometime it's like a bunch of bullshit, man. I don't want to hear that shit all the time. Sometimes I really want to hear some game and shit.
It's the Xbox, man. Look, man, I don't know. We might as well start it. We up to 20. Thank you everybody for coming through. Hit that like button, hit that hunchback arrow. I mean, I'll kick it off if you're ready to go, Dirt. It's up to you, my brother.
Yeah, go ahead. You know, I got some
all
more
right, so here's my controversial spin on it. And again, I'm not coming from it at an angle to say that. Well, let me try it this way. And I'm interested to get Neethel's take because me and Neethel's kind of talked about this in a DM behind the scenes where he might have a different perspective, and that's cool. I thought it was a good demo to show that the PlayStation 5, even though it may not be 12 T-flops, it's still going to be a hell of a machine as well. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. It's still got some good shit coming. I think that was great to hear. And I don't want to take anything from Sony. I think the real winners of today, if you wanted to, give somebody a trophy, whatever, is Sony. Sony with this tech demo was able to ease a lot of people because we've talked to them, Dirt, behind the scenes, the Vaughn Lamonts and the big monies. Man, I don't know, man. I might get that. It eased a lot of angst that those people may have had. Outside of that, if you're not a dev and you're not, happy about the waiving of the fees up to $1 million and all that other silly shit I don't want to say silly, but all that shit with that. Outside of being a dev, I didn't see anything that made me say, ooh, let me go sell some blood marrow. Let me sell my kids on the black market. I got to get ready for next gen. I didn't see anything like, for the simple fact that I've been doing this for a long time. That was a tech demo. You're going to see the use of assets that you're not going to see in game for a few years. Okay, it's just showing you.
Guys hear me?
Yep. It's just laying down the groundwork for the potential of what you're going to see down the road. That's cool.
All right,
but I want to see retail products that come in my hand. So again, I'm not saying this to slight Sony. I think this was a win for Sony in the aspect that now people that had angst about how beefy the machine is going to be, they can get rid of that. But outside of that, I don't feel the enthusiasm, especially from Tim Sweeney that was just talking a bunch of babble. But that's my take on it. I was interested. I don't mind if you, I don't know if you mind me skipping around, but I'm interested to get Neethel's take on it because we was kind of talking about this a little bit behind the scenes.
Yeah, for sure. Can you hear us, Neff?
Oh, no, I can hear Dirt, yeah.
Oh, so
you couldn't hear Moss?
Oh, now I can hear Tsunami.
Yeah, that happened to me all the time. Like sometimes you can't hear one person.
Fucking iPhones, man.
It's a lazy devs. Damn, you missed everything Moss said. Try to refresh the page, and that helps sometimes.
I'll hop out, maybe hop back in. Maybe that'll do it.
No, it's not you. It happens to me all the time.
Okay.
Yeah, it does. It does happen to him all the time. But Neff, can you hear me?
Yeah.
So, what do you think about that tech demo?
The tech demo, what I'll say is very impressive by just like presentation-wise, graphics. Now, obviously, the character model wasn't that great, but I think of that character model as like an upgraded Fortnite model. But everything else about the game was stunning. It really did look like we're entering in a movie set, like they kept saying. And it also shows to me, apart from frame rate, resolution really doesn't mean shit because if that's 1440p, you couldn't convince me otherwise. Like I couldn't tell the difference between that or 4K. To be honest with you, it just looks fucking stunning.
We have True Witty with the $2. Thank you for the $2, True Witty. The dev said that the SSD can do PC and Xbox can't.
See, I don't know about that. We don't. We gotta be real careful here. I've been dealing with Tim Sweeney for a long time. And from what I heard, and I could be wrong, I heard Tim Sweeney say that the PlayStation 5 SSD is something phenomenal. He did say that. Yeah. But after that, he said that the SSD that you're seeing, or that these SSDs are in the consoles pretty much outdo PCs. I don't think he said Xbox as well. Not saying that it can't.
Said PC, yeah.
Yeah, he only said PC. You know what I'm saying? And I know people are running with that, but I'm putting down my fanboy hat and I'm looking at it from a gamer's perspective. I don't know if a gamer, I was shown something today and this is what I'm getting at. The way Geoff Keighley hyped this, and I know I butchered his name, but I don't give a shit. The way he hyped this, I thought I was getting a retail product that I could buy, not a tech demo of something that I may see remnants of 2 or 3 years down the line. That's where I'm worked up about. And as gamers, I think we can't ignore that. You can enjoy the spectacle of what was shown, but I don't think we should ignore all this damn hyping because it's not doing next gen any favors.
Hey, listen. If you think that the PS5 is the only system that can do that, you're crazy. They literally had a loading screen on the tech demo. When she was freezing between the cracks, that's a loading screen. Stop it.
Yeah. Okay, so I remember now, I know that True Witty said, look at it again, and I will, True Witty. But I remember him saying that they can do something that PCs can do. Epic never said Xbox. Now, Geoff Keighley said the word Xbox. Epic, from what I remember, never said Xbox. I could be wrong now, but I do remember Geoff Keighley trying to get them to tell him which one is more powerful. But
motherfuckers are fanboys.
They wouldn't say they're all our babies.
Oh, I can hear Moss now.
Yeah, like they said, they're all our babies. I remember. So Witty, I will look at it again, but I mean, well, not really, because that shit was like 30, 40 minutes long. So I won't look at it again. But this is what I want to say. How come nobody's giving Geoff Keighley shit for overhyping that?
Yeah, that's my problem. That's really my problem. Nothing. It ain't about Sony. It's about him overhyping this shit.
That's because they said the name PS5. If they had if they had the same fucking reveal, but it said running on the Series X, it'd have been trashed. Guarantee it'd have been trashed.
That was what I was getting at, Tsunami. Now he was saying it's going to change the game, or this is and technically it's a new engine, and their engine are very popular. But I was but I was like, okay, why is nobody giving him shit? And I think you hit the nail right on the head. It's because it was running on the PS5. Point blank, period. Point blank, period.
I'll be right back, guys.
Hold on. Can I read the direct quote? Let me read the direct quote that True Witty is speaking about. So this is what Tim Sweeney, a.k.a. Tim Swindle, said. He said, he added, Sony has done an awesome job of architecting a great system here. It's not just a great GPU, and they didn't just take the latest PC hardware and upgrade to it. Now, that is a dig at Xbox, but it's not in regards to the SSD. Following the path of least resistance. The storage architecture in PlayStation 5 is far ahead of anything that you can buy in any PC for any amount of money right now. It's great to see that sort of innovation. It's going to help drive future PCs. It didn't say that it's the best thing that you could buy anywhere. And again, we will ultimately know when Sony shows this, but I'm just saying, for the sake of the console war, I don't want it to be lost in the sauce that we keep being hyped about shit that doesn't come to fruition. And for Geoff Keighley to take digs at Xbox, motherfucker, you overhyped too. Like, what is we doing here? So,
well, to be honest, Moss, and I have to say this before I go, but it seems a little unprofessional to me. And I don't know, you're like, oh, why you're an Xbox guy? But like, it's kind of unprofessional if you're running things like this Game Fest, what Xbox is a part of. You're running things like the Game Awards, which Xbox is also a part of, and you're still taking digs at Xbox and trying to get a third party, a partner with Microsoft, because Epic does work with Microsoft as well, and you're trying to get them to say which one's better in what aspects. You're trying to give PlayStation an advantage. That's unprofessional. You can even tell by Tim Sweeney, I believe, who was kind of taken back by that question. He's like, and he didn't slip up. He kept saying PC because PC is a neutral party. You can say he will never say Xbox, even if it is true, because that would fuck up his partnership with
Microsoft.
with
them. Yeah,
even if it is true.
Right. Yeah, man.
Fox News. Fox News.
Yeah, it's just I don't know, man. I thought it looked pretty good. Don't get me wrong. I thought it looked like a better if Recore, how the next Recore should look. You know what I'm saying? I thought it looked pretty good. But it's just
here's the other parts too. Remember all those people saying that Hellblade was a CGI trailer. They came out and said, "Oh yeah." Phil came out and said, "Yeah, congratulations, Epic. You made a great engine. It's gonna make our Hellblade 2 look awesome." Like,
can I add on to that?
Yeah.
People saying, the Hellblade 2 trailer CGI, whatever. You can have your stance. I know people use Digital Foundry as their source, but even Digital Foundry's like, yeah, we don't actually know. After the demo I saw today, Hellblade 2 seems even more feasible to me. Even more.
Exactly. Yeah. I do agree with that.
The thing about Unreal Engine, they give you so many of those assets built in. So if you want a Rocky Mountain, you can have a Rocky Mountain. If you want a tree, you can have a tree. If you want a puddle, you have a puddle, and it looks awesome already. So that's what they were saying is you can have a smaller team build a pretty beautiful game with less people because the assets are already there. You don't have to go and get these cinematic assets anymore. They're there for you to use.
Right.
So
I just have one odd question. Didn't Sony invest in the Decima engine? Is Decima dead or something?
Yeah. Well, Decima is still being used by a couple of their studios, but they don't really have that many studios using Unreal Engine. But Xbox has a lot.
See, that's the thing.
You'll see the benefits of an Unreal on Xbox more than you will on PlayStation.
And Nintendo uses Unreal Engine.
Yeah. See,
they're talking about Unreal Engine 5 will be optimized also for Switch.
And Unreal works with a lot of machines too. That's the other part. That's why they're not.
It works for phones.
Run on phones.
Yeah. See, but look, that's why I was asking that question in the DM earlier, and they fucking attacked me. I was honestly asking a question, what other studios, first party Sony studios use Unreal Engine besides a Sony Bend? Because I looked that up. I saw Sony Bend use that for Days Gone, but Naughty Dog has their own engine. Decima, they
I guess you could take what Unreal Engine 5 is doing and apply to what Decima could look like on a next generation machine. I guess you could take it that way.
Well, how old is Decima? Just wondering.
Decima's a fairly newer engine, I think.
2017, and they've updated it up until the release of what do you call that damn game?
Death Stranding.
Yeah. So I'm not trying to be like a fanboy at this point, but was it built for next generation in mind like Unreal 5?
I would say so because Guerrilla Games was really behind this engine, and Kojima helped update it. So I would say it's built for next generation. I think
Decima is a great looking engine.
It is a great engine.
This also makes me wonder how Frostbite is going to look because that's a brand new engine.
That's what I was about to say. With Unreal Engine doing that stuff, Frostbite is about to kill the game in Battlefield at least. But with that, I'm gonna go pick up my Chinese food. Good talking to you guys, and Noah can take my spot. Goodbye.
All right, man. All the Chinese places closed by my house, man.
Oh shit.
If I die,
nah, they got all of them open around here, but they got them all barricaded in.
That's weird, Dirt, because we can at least order delivery over here.
Yeah, I'm good.
Oh, also we have.
No, what's up, brother?
What's good, yo? What's up?
Happening?
Also, we haven't
Go chilling. Hey, what's up, somebody?
Good space, yeah.
Yeah, I want to see, but hey, so the thing is this: I think it looked great, but the backlash of this console war, the going after Xbox,
yeah, like already said.
No, brother, what is going through your mind right now with all of this shit, man? Because last year you was kind of sketchy on Xbox, but you doubled down on Xbox now. What is going on, man? Do you see this shit that's going on in this community, man? Hey, what up, Flipping? Do you see this shit going on in this community, brother?
Hey, Dirt,
it's a lot of ignorance.
You say highlight what?
It's a lot of smoke and mirrors from Sony. You have to, for one, I do have to give Sony props, bro. Like they when it comes to smoke and mirrors and excited, like for real, like you can't beat them in that, bro. It's like
that's facts, right there.
They got Tim Sweeney, which I believe is Mark Cerny's cousin. Because I seen a picture of that. Like, man, they look,
his uncle.
No wonder he's capping for Mark Cerny. So
hey, yeah, they both battling for the king of awkward. I know.
But I don't know if y'all remember that tweet. I think it was Tim Sweeney. It was like middle of last year or towards the end of last year, and Phil put out a tweet and was like, "Yeah, sometimes it's hard to innovate and make things greater, but we found a way to do it." And then I think it was Tim Sweeney. Correct me if I'm wrong, Moss, but Tim Sweeney was like, well, how about not trying to, he said something along the lines of don't let Moore's law stop you from really innovating.
Oh no, that was Randy Pitchford. That was Randy Pitchford.
Oh yeah, it's Randy Pitchford. Yeah, his punk.
Yeah, man, it's like Xbox just gets attacked just for existence sometimes. That's what it feel like to me. But
yeah.
But anyway,
black people are gaming.
Is 30 FPS a problem or is it not? That's my question.
That's a valid question because it was a problem a couple of days ago, wasn't it?
Right. Not even a full week ago. We were just talking about how next gen is disappointing because it's 30 frames per second a game coming out. Then they show a 30 FPS
now though.
Tech demo, not even at 4K, 1440p.
Yeah, lower than 4K. So 4K 30 is.
But this brings up another point. Have we capped out at where we can be? Graphics-wise, in consoles. Now, PC, they always doing stuff, but I'm talking about console-wise. Are we capping out at what we can get at?
Well, I think Austin Evans has a good video about it. Like, he was talking about how, like, a lot, like, diminishing returns on power. So it's not always about resolution per se, but better quality of pixel. So they're trying to get better pixels, and that's how, like, you can watch a movie in 720p and it looks real, right? You can have a game at 6K, 8K, and it looks like a game still. So they want to get better pixels to make it look more realistic. So that's where these other techniques are going to come in, like these assets, like Unreal, where they're getting the cinematic assets rather than the game assets, because like like the first Mortal Kombat, those were people, not like computer generated. Right. So like to make it look real, you have to use real assets. So I think that's the goal. And to a degree, I think there's a middle ground. Like, I don't think a game has to be 4K to look awesome. I don't think it has to, have that kind of clarity, because things have looked awesome for a long time. But as far as the next step, I think it's going to be these engines and these next generation hardware that's going to push it to the point where it'll look more real that way. 4K is cool, but it's not everything.
I agree.
The demo looked impressive. I'm not taking anything away from the demo, but it's the argument. It's the back and forth that's
the inconsistencies.
Yeah, like Microsoft got shut down for pretty much marketing a 30 FPS game. But today we show a 30 FPS demo and nobody cares.
We have Geekhead 188 with the 199. Thank you for the 199, Geekhead. Jeff is fake as fuck.
Yeah. Hey, hold on, let me say something. Hey, what's up, Xbox 448? Neon Shinobi, thanks for watching my video, man. I was being silly as hell, but thanks, man. Hey, but look, I want to say something that True Witty said, and True Witty is a pony, but he's a respectful. Brother, it's cool that we have different favorites, but as long as we respectful to each other, because Andrew Wilkins is out of his damn mind, man. But Witty said it was an impressive showing of the engine. It has nothing to do with PS5. Now, what you just said right there is great, right? I actually agree with you. It wasn't really that much about PS5. It was more about the engine, because they did a 40-minute interview after the little tech demo, and they mentioned the PS, or they mentioned a couple. Jeff did, but they was more talking about the engine and what the engine can do, right? What the engine can do. Now, True Witty, what my point was, I was kind of irritated. Is like what Noah's saying, man. Just the things we're hearing. Like 2 days ago, 30 frames per second. Is that 12 teraflops? Is that? No, they ain't saying shit. No, you know, I just the word of the day is hypocrisy. You know what I'm saying?
Because at the end of the day, if it was running on a Series X, it'd probably look better and run better.
Here's the thing that's upsetting me as we go over this is that, and again, y'all know me, I don't cap for Xbox, but we got to keep it real when we got to keep it real.
Keep it funky.
When Xbox did the demo,
I got no contracts to be ready though.
when Xbox overhyped their show, and I think we're all in agreement, maybe at different levels, but we feel that there was some overhype to the lead up to the show. Not so much that the games were bad, but there was a little bit of overhype. Aaron Greenberg
gameplay out. It'd been fine, but yeah.
Aaron Greenberg admitted to it, so you know that, and that's all fine and dandy. But my thing is that when all that happened, everybody was questioning the fruit paws of next generation. You even had IGN come and say, if you think next generation is going to look great, then forget about it. And then this tech demo comes, and don't get me wrong, it looked good. That little sizzle reel with her running and jumping and all that other shit, that looked very pretty, and particles look nice. But innovative, did it scream innovative gameplay? You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying, again, I'm not taking it away. It looked very nice, but did it scream innovative gameplay? And it was 1440p 30. Were you guys worried about, or are you guys worried about next gen? You see what I'm saying? So I'm saying all that just to say this again, and I'm going to shut up. I think the showing was very good. Don't get me wrong. My problem is these people with agendas trying to hype this shit up. And the fact that Geoff Keighley wanted to take hits at Xbox, which I know I don't cap for, he want to take hits with them, but he did it after them, which to me is a little bit more egregious because you know we just had to suffer through it. So when are we going to put down our console warrior hat and say, okay, I'm happy PlayStation 5 look good, but at the end of the day, Geoff Keighley, shame on you. And I didn't see that today, and I'm disappointed.
I want Xbox to like back out of all that Summerfest with him because he like why work with a known op? Like I agree. Like I don't like him.
He don't even try to hide it, bro.
He don't even try to hide it. Like
remember the Rise of the Tomb Raider?
The Game Awards cool, but like this shit, like here, get your own show. You ain't gonna ask us to be on, then try to backstab us while you having it.
You remember Rise of the Tomb Raider?
Yeah.
Phil Spencer's like, yeah, we got the marketing deal. Rise of the Tomb Raider is exclusive to Xbox. Well, yeah. So when does it come out for PlayStation?
Right. Yeah. I mean, they was hounding Xbox. They was hounding Square Enix. When does it come to PlayStation? Like, dude. But they ain't asking that shit about Street Fighter or you know, like some other third party exclusive. It was just, I don't know, man.
I don't like that guy, man.
I mean, look. I don't hate him because I do like some of the things that he does for this community. For like myself, you say fuck him, man.
I'm just mad, bro.
Yeah.
God decided to take Kobe Bryant, but not Geoff Keighley, bro.
Oh, damn! Hey, god damn! Oh shit!
Keep it funky, bro.
Shit!
Hey y'all! Now 706 Gamer Thoughts is not the thought.
And we have Neon. We have Neon Shinobi with the $5. I'm not sure what currency that is. Hellblade 2 is on Unreal Engine 4. Just imagine what it'll be like on Unreal Engine 5.
I think that's Australian.
I don't think they'll.
Australian.
I don't think they'll change engines. I don't think they'll change engines at this point. But the next game, you know what I'm saying? Who knows?
But wait, the tweet that Phil put out.
Weren't they talking about that already?
Yeah, did Phil say it's going to be Unreal 5?
I wouldn't be surprised if it is using Unreal.
No, like Phil just said Unreal. He ain't say, I can bring it back up.
But don't forget, y'all, they said in all that bibble babble from Tim Swindle, they did say that you can import assets from Unreal Engine 4 and just put them in there so easily into Unreal 5.
Oh, he did? Oh, I must have missed
he said it easily imported. You know, you can easily import it into Unreal 5. So,
okay, yeah, I missed that.
So it's back compat.
That's cool. Yeah, man, this is let me put it up, y'all. Let me put it back up. Screen.
But hey, we gotta say this though. I gotta say this. I don't want to hear no more Pony talk about it. It's all about the games. I've seen Pony's hype SSDs, controllers, logos, heat sinks, tech demos, everything but games in the past 6 months, bro.
Yeah. Noah, so he
And to
just
be-
said.
And I was saying, to
I'm
be
sorry.
fair, they still haven't shown anything. Like, even though that was running on the PS, that's not even a game coming out. They
That
still
was
haven't
Epic
shown
showing it. That was Epic showing off the engine.
That's not
Yeah.
even a game.
So
People
Phil,
think
Like that's a PS5
People was like,
exclusive.
people was like, I can't wait to play it. Like, play what?
So Phil say, incredible work by the team at Epic Unreal Engine. Many of our Xbox game studios are using Unreal, like the team at Ninja Theory creating Hellblade 2, and are excited to bring these Unreal Engine 5 innovations to life on the Xbox Series X. So, yeah.
So he mentioned 5. I don't know if it's going to be Hellblade on. In
Yeah, he
particular.
did say 5
Multiple-
innovations, but did you guys see what Aaron Greenberg said?
What he said?
And we have Geekhead 188 with the 199. Thank you for the 199. Xbox dumb as fuck for not cutting ties with Geoff.
Agreed, bro.
Yeah, I agree.
They could do their own thing, to be honest. I mean, they're Microsoft.
Like you don't have to go to Geoff. You can go to IGN. Like,
Right.
IGN. It was very pony early in the gen. Now they're kind of settling down a little bit with the fanboy stuff. But like, that's a better option.
Hey, Xbox 448 said just like the Sorcerer demo that people swore was a PS4.
Right, you remember that?
Oh,
There's been
yeah, I
a bunch
remember
of
that.
demos.
Smoke and mirrors, bro.
Didn't Quantic Dream have demos, and it wasn't it wasn't part of the game. It's just a demo showing what the engine can do, man. I just really need people to realize that. Now, we're not saying it wasn't impressive because it was, but we're saying it's not. Y'all can't use this as a damn touchdown on your console war.
It belonged to the streets.
You should have been.
The games like Deep Down, Project Awakening.
Hey yo, Tsunami did hit that right on the head. It does belong to the streets. And again, to read that tweet, Tim Sweeney Geoff Keighley was trying to get him to say, yeah, the PlayStation 5 is more powerful. I'll give it to Tim Swindle. He wasn't trying to go there. He just emphasized the power over PC. You know what I'm saying? Or he emphasized the tech over PC. Not saying that it is. We don't know what's in the PlayStation 5 until PlayStation explains it to us. You know what I'm saying? In detail. But I'm just saying what Tim Sweeney said. But again, I know I sound like a broken record. If we were upset last week because shit was overhyped, and I think justifiably so in a lot of cases, where is that same angst and anger about what Geoff Keighley did? And Geoff Keighley was actually taking shots. He was being impartial at a Games Fest that's supposed to be unbiased.
Right.
Like, when are we going to look at the people that is controlling this shit and say enough is enough? Get these motherfuckers out of here. Get that dopey ass son of a bitch out of here. He has no talent. I'm tired of seeing his long ass face. I'm tired of it.
And we have a couple super chats. We have Victor Alstein. Thank you for the $5, Victor. Game reminds me of Recore. I guess maybe Xbox should have a marketing deal with Crytek. The innovations are pretty much streaming tech. Great for Stadia. And then we have Geekhead 188. Thank you for the 199, Geekhead. Nah, fuck IGN. Do it yourself, Microsoft. I agree with you, Geekhead. I agree with you there.
I'm just saying the lesser of the evils.
Friends, though. You do need friends in this industry. One thing about
Aaron. Let me show this Aaron Greenberg. I know you guys probably already saw it, but he said, like he was like responding to the field tweet that I just showed. Super impressive, and can only imagine what the new Unreal 5 engine will look like on the world's most powerful console. Ed's going to give it to you, hoes. I don't think he said hoes, but and look at this shit here. Look at this shit.
This guy. This guy.
Oh man.
Keep scrolling. I think somebody else commented on that.
Are you blind, deaf, or dumb? Look at that shit. And why is people acting like that? That's gonna give it to you, okay, Mega. Hey, where you at, Tsunami? You ain't on here?
You can hear me?
Yeah. No.
No.
I thought you commented on it. No.
Oh no. No, just other people. I saw them in the comments. They was like, dropping little things.
Yeah, man. But Moss, man, hey, bro, you make a lot of sense today. At least the Moss I like.
Hey, Moss, you been drinking? I think Moss drinking.
Moss brother, that's what it is, bro.
I'm just saying, man. Like
they be alternating.
Hey, Joe Hansel, sorry, I didn't see your question. I know Days Gone used this Unreal Engine, but I think that's the only one. I could be wrong, but I think Days Gone is the only one to use Unreal Engine. I believe Naughty Dog has their own little engine. I think God of War. I don't know what God of War used. I don't think it's Unreal though.
Okay, and then we have the Angry Therapist MD. Thank you for the $5. Sony is the king of smoke and mirrors since the PlayStation 2. They're the Wizard of Oz of gaming.
Yeah, they are.
And you know what? This is the problem I be having.
$5.
Thanks for the $5. Like Moss brought up last week's Inside Xbox, and most of the Xbox guys that I have seen, that I've talked to, admit it. Yeah, Xbox should have said, I think R&B put it perfectly. They should have said, new game reveals would have been way better than gameplay, right? We said it that, they might have hyped it up a little bit too much. They kind of, did it wrong. We said that shit. Yeah. We admitted it. But why is it? Hell, Microsoft themselves admitted it. But why is it PlayStation is flawless? Why? Everything they do is great. They didn't do shit today. That was Epic showing off a tech demo on the PS5. But on the hardware. But this is like, they're attacking Xbox. This is some bullshit. That's the shit that irritates me.
They're the games. They're the game version of Mr. Satan. That nigga Cat act like he did everything by himself. No,
Dragon Ball Z. Yeah. Hey, I had a PlayStation dude argue with me today talking about global illumination and how it's better than ray tracing. Like what?
Global illumination.
Bro, global illumination is old for one. It's old tech, nothing new. But ray tracing and global illumination work together. Yeah. But they weren't trying to hear that, bro. Unreal Engine 5 is next gen. It's only capable on the PS5 and leaps and bounds better than anything. And Hellblade 2 is CGI.
Now you know what's funny? I remember one guy, and you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. He actually gave Microsoft a little bit credit after the Game Awards last year, saying it looked pretty good. But today that guy was bashing it. Say, Hellblade is bullshit. It's fake as hell. It's CGI. Hold on, brother. I remember in December you actually gave Xbox a little props, which is rare. You gave him some props, but now all of a sudden it's trash and it's bullshit. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he'll do that every now and then when you get him in the corner. I know what you're talking about.
Well, no, it was two of them. It was two of them. The light skinned one too.
when you corner him, he'll give it.
No, I'm talking about Mister.
Oh, okay. All right, y'all.
Not Manhattan, though.
Oh, okay. We mentioned this, but let's really talk about it. This was the Foundry said that tech demo was running 1440p, 30 frames per second. Now, Noah did mention how a couple of days ago Xbox was getting hell because Assassin's Creed, like you said, a game there, Xbox is marketing
native 4K,
saying it's gonna be native 4K at minimum 30 frames per second, and Xbox got some shit. They got shit the last couple of days because of that.
Minimum.
Now, those guys want to praise this tech demo, but when people say, well, Digital Foundry said it's 1440p, 30 frames per second, well, it's just a tech demo. Come on, brother. Y'all got to make up your mind, man. The shit is making me nauseous, man.
It's going back and forth. Run down the side of the field. Nope, we're scoring a touchdown on ourselves. Nope, we're going back the other way.
The fuck you just say? Bag full of
marbles.
Eating a sandwich.
Eating pork rinds. Barbecue pork rinds.
Hey, I wish Neff was still here because remember the first time they shut off Halo Infinite and they were showing the world and all the assets and stuff.
Yeah, that's so good.
On Slip Space.
Yeah, that's
the
good.
engine too that we haven't seen.
Yeah.
So like I want to see that too. That's going to be the next thing. The consoles are cool, but these engines are really what's holding things back. Because games like Fallout, they're being held back by that goddamn dog shit engine. They need to redo that shit. A lot of they use all their games in that same engine, and they just being lazy and money hungry and not want to spend the money to build a new engine. Yeah. So when they have new engines that are built for next gen, that's when you'll see the leaps and bounds because they're gonna be more efficient. They're gonna have more assets. It'll run better. All that stuff.
CGI. You know what's funny about what Halo showed last year? I see people trying to compare some old PS3 games and early PS4 games to that Halo trailer last year. Digital Foundry broke that trailer down, and they said that shit was impressive. But people don't want to talk; they want to ignore that part. Oh yeah, whatever. That shit look like who was that? Well, you know who said this. But he said that Killzone, the first Killzone, well, not the first, but the one. What was the name of the one? Killzone. Shadowfall looked better than the Halo Infinite trailer last year. And I'm like, okay, man. We know who this is.
Is he a liar? Is he a liar?
He is a liar.
I don't know if he's a liar, but he talk a lot of shit, and they think he's every damn thing. So I don't know, y'all. So let's go ahead and move on. Hey, Davin, bro, you got anything about this, man?
No.
He's still
I'm enjoying my sandwich, man. You better leave me the hell alone. Shit.
Barbecue biscuit.
He eating a peanut butter choke sandwich right now.
Shit. Mars, you got anything else about this, bro? Or you done with this?
No, I'm just saying, like, again, and I'm trust me, I'm not bipolar. I'm just, keeping it down the middle. I was one of those running around, streaking across the neighborhoods, talking about it was overhyped. I didn't like the lead up to what was being shown. If it was if it was precursed with, oh, we got some great looking indies, some next gen indies. These indies look different. Come and take a glimpse of some stuff that we got coming next. It would have been different. The same applies here. Just because it's a different week in a different box, it doesn't change that. Right. Again, the tech demo was impressive, but it was sold to us as we were going to see something phenomenal retail that was going to blow our minds. That's the way it was sold to us. And Geoff Keighley played this mind fuck on all of us because he can't help he can't help to curve the inner fanboy of PlayStation fanboy in him. He couldn't help it. So to him, because it's special, it was so special to him, it was worth wasting everybody's time. Can you imagine if Triple B would have got together to do a fucking show for this shit? Can you imagine that? That's what I'm saying.
You guys, I was kind of surprised. I think Neff tried to do something, right? What happened?
I know we contemplated it. You know what I'm saying? But like, come on, like, stop with the presenters. Stop with the bullshit. You're not doing next gen any favors. It's great that Sony was able to show that yes, they got power under the hood too. No doubt about that.
Absolutely.
But again, for the sake of the gamers, man, we want to see some real shit. We want to see the fucking games. Stop playing with us, man. Stop.
Yeah.
That's all
Put
I'm
a game
saying.
for the street, like G said. Games for the
Hey, yo,
streets.
Neff said they did. Yeah. Because I was listening to it for a second. But what happened to it, Neff? It was like, I don't know. It was like it was gone. It was there, then it was gone. I don't know what.
Oh, they did do something. Oh shit, I didn't know.
I didn't know. Hey,
I didn't even know.
Did y'all see Herman Holt's tweet? He went and got a haircut. He put on his old
shoes.
No. What did he say?
It was like getting ready for this event. Like it was
shape up.
The way they was hyping this event up, I thought they was gonna show either a Resistance like reboot on PS5, or I was like, man, they done got Grand Theft Auto 6 lockdown exclusive. I said,
hey, people were saying it was gonna be the PS5 reveal.
Yeah, PS5 reveal.
PS5 reveal.
Even GameStop was like, an old exclusive is coming back. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they do have something tomorrow.
Right? Is returning. This will go to Tsushima. Just 18 minutes of a game that they showed 3 years ago.
Shit, like last year they showed what? About 10 minutes of it?
Yeah.
Now look, the game now like that was actually
the game's lit. The game lit, but it's just the smoke and mirrors, bro. How many times can you hype the same game?
Yeah. Because let's be honest, man. Now the game looks pretty good, but I
don't know. Death Stranding
in 2017. Here we are. They showed, like a lot of gameplay for it. So 18 minutes tomorrow. We'll see what happens. Now I'm going to get the game. The game look, I'm hyped for the game. But now, fellas, what are we going to deal with tomorrow? What are we going to have to deal with tomorrow?
This looks better than anything on PC.
That goes to Tsushima.
Look at this. It's this gen, and it looks better than
Halo.
It looks better than new gen.
It looks better than real life.
Oh my God, Yoshida. Thank you, Jim Ryan.
So you guys are doing a show about Ghost tomorrow. Like, what time is it supposed to be? Do you guys know? Or do anybody in the chat know what time the Ghost of Tsushima gameplay is tomorrow?
I'm assuming like around 3 or something.
Is it that late? I guess we can look.
I
can't we?
don't
might
think
be, I
it's
don't
that.
know.
I don't think
I don't
it's
think it's
that
that late.
late. I think it's
Yeah.
like in the morning.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like everything's been in the morning, like during this pandemic. You know.
Because they want to include Europe.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. So yeah, Ghost, it's tomorrow. Of course, The Last of Us comes out next month. Ghost comes out in July. These are two games I'm definitely going to pick up. But I'm just like, people was hyping up this week. Now, I know what's Xbox guys hyped up last week. I'm like, Xbox themselves hyped it up. So we really thought it was going to be the shit. And, you know, I don't think the show was bad. I don't know if any of you guys went back and watched it in 4K 60. The show was okay. It was just the gameplay part. They really hyped us up for the gameplay.
It's going to be at 1 p.m. Pacific time.
Oh, so
it's about 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.
Oh, man, look at
It
that bright
wasn't
memory
a
infinite.
bad showing, but it didn't really sell the PS5 to me. Like, okay, the SSD is groundbreaking, no doubt, right? But it's supposed to be all about the games. Where are the games?
The transgender replaced too. Yeah, you're right about that. Yeah. I mean, look, brother,
But yeah, Noah, that SSD didn't even get utilized because they had a loading screen when the girl's going through the cracks. That's a loading screen technique. That was on Fallen Order. That's on
Right. They said we will never see that again. No more elevator rides. No more.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, but I will say this: that fuck, I forgot about to say. Shit. Damn, to get too old. I literally forgot what the hell I was about to say. Well, anyway, so Moss, man, so are you hyped to see this gameplay tomorrow?
Yeah, it'll be cool to see. I mean, I'm not. I mean, the game that I'm hyped for PlayStation 5 on is Last of Us 2. So you know,
shit.
Whatever. You know, we'll see.
Yeah, I'm more hyped for The Last of Us personally.
I'm more, yeah.
Because like Sucker Punch, I really enjoyed Sly Cooper back in the day on the PS1, and I think they had a couple games on the PS2. I enjoyed those games. Wasn't a big Infamous fan. Yeah. Infamous Second Son was okay, but it didn't blow me away. Now they've been working on this game for a while, so I think this game will probably be pretty decent. So you know, I'm hyped to see. But let me say this. Sucker Punch and Naughty Dog are two developers that won't have a new game for about 3-4 years. So do you think that Sony's going to have some more third-party exclusive deals, guys and ladies?
Yeah, second.
They don't need it.
AA ones.
They don't need it. As long as they show tech demos, then that's all they need.
I mean, this sounds like an episode of WBG and shit. What's going on, man?
I mean, like,
he's trying to get on.
What will PlayStation have more exclusives, or what was the question?
Well, okay.
Will they lean on third party?
Two of their big first-party studios is about to drop a game, you know, at the end of the generation. So obviously, they won't have games for another 3 to 4 years for the PS5.
Or damn near the end of the gen.
Yeah, I mean that's possible because.
Well, all seriousness, this is what they're gonna do. They're gonna showcase games 3 to 4 years out, and get you excited. No release date, just coming soon, right? So they're gonna get the fan base hype. They're not gonna know when these games are released, but they're gonna feel the need to purchase a PS5 just because the games are coming. Which I can't for doing that, but that's their playbook.
Let's do the math. How many AAA studios do they have?
AAA. Okay, let's break it down. They have obviously Naughty Dog, Sucker Punch, Guerrilla. They have I guess Sony Bend is one now. Sony Santa Monica. That's 5. Help me out, guys. What am I missing?
Japan Studios.
What they make?
I'm not saying all the studios, just the ones that make AAA games.
Yeah.
Oh.
Is it more than 5? Help me out.
I'm sorry, I don't follow studios. I follow games.
Sucker Punch, Guerrilla, Naughty Dog,
Sony Santa Monica.
Yeah, Santa Monica.
That's it.
Who makes MLB? San Diego. Was that?
Oh, but they multiplat though. But they multiplat, brother.
So I say that to say this. If you had in the past 2 years, how many of those were the big AAA games? So you had we forgot what you call it, Spider-Man, Insomniac.
Insomniac.
Okay. Six. And,
So yeah,
and like Gran Turismo.
Oh yeah, Polyphony.
Yeah, Polyphony. Okay.
So
based on timing, we can probably expect something from Polyphony because they've been quiet for a while. Probably Guerrilla.
Yeah, because they came. Like the last game came out in 2017.
Yeah.
Insomniac
could, but that's gonna be.
I'd say 2021 at least.
I think
they're ready to show it.
Spider-Man 2. A lot of that game is already built. A lot of that game is already built. So
they'll definitely have a GT. I think.
Yeah.
But the thing is,
besides
that, I think Sony Santa Monica is almost ready to show something too, though.
But here's the thing. Unless it's an Unreal Engine 4, what's the point in showing off all these new engines if you're not going to use them for next gen?
I don't know.
Maybe
they're trying to show how
I'm just being honest. I'm not trying to be like fanboy or shit like that. But my thing is if they're almost ready, if they are almost ready to show games, are they running it in Unreal Engine 4 and upgrading and basically porting the game to Unreal Engine 5 and then releasing it? Or are we going to be or are we going to be waiting for longer for them to use these new engines, either Decima or Unreal Engine, to make the new games?
Well, they only have one that we know of, and that's Sony Ben.
Well, just know that you're gonna have to get a PlayStation 5 Pro.
Y'all be a mess today, man.
And then we have Geekhead 188 with the 199. Thank you for the 199, Geekhead. I don't know. Go ask Sony.
That's real, bro.
So on the other end, Xbox is turning all these AA studios that people say, they bought AA studios. They're turning them into AAA studios. They've hired a lot. They've gotten these big, developers from other big games, and studios like We Happy Few and In Exile. They're putting a lot of stuff into it, and they said they're going to be making these bigger games. Compulsion. They're going to be making AAA games now. So now when you put them in the rotation with 343, all
Did
the other
they say
ones.
they were turning all of them into AAA though?
Yeah, Exile got people from God of War too, like the main director or whatever.
They said it because in their job listing they say hiring for a new AAA RPG or hiring for a new AAA this. They're saying this in the titles, and the studios that were the hirings were for weren't AAA studios at that point. So they're building these studios up to release AAAs. So now they already said all of them are not going to be big. Like, what's the Double Fine? They already said Double Fine is going to stay small. Yeah. We already know that. So the other ones that they're saying, okay, this is going to be bigger now, and this is going to stay smaller. Like, they're going to be big games. 16 of them, not all of them going to be big, but they're going to have a lot more to rotate with.
Hey, my boy Eastside 49er said Xbox Game Studios will use Unreal Engine 5 more than Sony. Absolutely, they will. Because I think, like the Coalition, they were pretty good with Unreal Engine 4 with the Gears franchise. So hopefully they'll use it for Gears 6, whatever game they're making. So yeah, you're right about that. They will use it more. I mean, because Sony does have their own engines.
I got a question for the panel. Do you guys think Sony will fund Kojima's next game?
I don't know.
No, you.
Hey man, remember people were saying it was gonna be Silent Hill announcement today?
I thought Konami shut down the Silent Hill rumors.
They did. They still own their own IP.
Yeah, they did.
That rumor came from the same place 13 teraflops came from. I don't get it. I'm talking about they live and die with rumors, dog. On rumors.
But what's killing it is you're killing yourself when you put out something bogus, and then everybody gets disappointed by the fucking leak being fake. If I was my home team, I'm not gonna say, "Oh, we're getting KD," and then we don't get KD. Now we look stupid.
Well, nah, this is how they do, bro. So they'll be like, "Yeah, they're gonna showcase this event in July, and it's April." So now you got like 2 or 3 months of feeling like a winner. You know what I mean? Because that bridge will be hit in July.
just like Knicks fans.
Hey,
due to delays.
but they are saying that Sony's show is going to be something about June 4th. It's not official yet, but that's what people are saying. It's supposed to be June 4th. So
I think people are just guessing at this point because when else can they show it?
that would be like E3 or something. That would be like close to E3 even though they weren't in there. But hey, so let's change the subject a little bit. So, what do you guys think about this? Xbox changed, like they rebranded from Microsoft Game Studios to Xbox Game Studios. Had a nice little intro, and Sony a couple days ago changed their studio names to like the whole like it was called Sony Interactive Entertainment. Yeah, that's what it was called.
SIE.
Yeah, they changed it to PlayStation Studios, but that's not the only thing.
It's
The intro looks similar, but I don't know where I read it, but somebody said there might be a situation where some of their games will be on other platforms. Now, I'm assuming PC, but what do you guys think about that?
So here's the thing. Why rebrand? Why be even known as PlayStation Studios unless you're trying to tell people this game is a PlayStation game? If you're on the PlayStation and you're playing a first party game, it's on PlayStation game. Exactly. So who wouldn't know this? People that don't have your console. So that tells me that shit going to the streets. Or,
and we have Geekhead. We have Geekhead 188. Thank you for the 199, Geekhead. Heard they will announce Lockhart next month.
Grain of salt, man. Grain of salt.
I heard that too, but who knows? At this point, who knows about Lockhart?
Well, here's the other part. When else would they announce it? So,
I mean, we've been hearing a lot of shit about pricing as far as 2 versions of the PS5 and like the pricing of the Xbox and and that's all grain of salt as well.
Yeah, I mean, it is grain of salt, but like some rumors are more feasible than others.
Isn't everybody getting like? Well, I'm talking about, and this is on both sides of the coin. Xbox and PlayStation. Aren't y'all a little worried about they're not talking about how much this console going to be, but it's yet going to be out in less than 6 months for y'all to buy?
They're playing chicken.
The battle between them.
Me too.
Sony want PlayStation to go first and vice versa. PlayStation want Xbox to go first. So, but I just heard my boy Tim Dawg say on another podcast, Xbox want PlayStation to go first because Xbox can be a little bit more what do you call it? Versatile in price. Agile, as Phil said. Maybe Sony can't be that. I don't know. Maybe they can, maybe they can't. But I believe they're going to, be a little more agile and they're going to adjust the price if need be.
Yeah. Because somebody put, it was probably a troll tweet, but somebody put out like, with the whole, pandemic thing, that Sony stock dropped like 60, 80% or something crazy.
It did. Yeah, it was national news.
Year over year, or was it year over year?
No, it was for like 3 months. It was like January.
Yeah, 3 months
during the pandemic.
Yeah, but it makes when the pandemic started.
Think about it. Sony specializes in like cameras, movies. All the movie theaters been closed.
Right.
PlayStation and Xbox have halted production of consoles. So they're not as service focused as Microsoft. Microsoft, on the other hand, has like Office 365, and people been using that a lot.
Hell yeah, they've used it in more Teams and everything. Microsoft Teams, Phase.
They coming out with laptops.
Phase 114 with the 199. Thank you, Phase, for the 199. Is Stadia doing a show for its corny platform?
Oh shit! Come on, Phase. Moss been cool today, man. Come on, brother. Moss been cool.
No Phase, man.
I don't even know who that guy is.
I know Phase pulling my chain, man. No,
hold them Stadia installs till next week in case he go rogue again.
No, they Stadia stealth drop stuff, so they're slowly but building. So they do have a show coming in June.
Are they picking up Madden? Yeah, they got Madden, didn't they?
Yeah, and
they got EA's coming aboard. Yeah.
They also got a
Jedi Fallen Order
topic that's like that's what did you give a shit, but they're picking up some third party shit, man. So give me one.
Yeah,
And I was just going to ask Moss how he is enjoying Octopath.
I kind of, you know what? I ran into my first snafu. So just it's interesting that you brought that. Well, I'll get into that later. But I ran into my first snafu, so I had to hold on. So maybe when we get to the Switch report, we'll talk about that because I think it's interesting. So,
but as far as to bring it back to the topic, we didn't really, like the whole logo thing. Like it was funny how people went crazy about the logo. Say, "Oh, that looks awesome." It was like, wait. You can tell you're isolated inside your ecosystem so much that you didn't realize that we already did this years ago, and even us, we weren't the first. Marvel did it.
Right,
also.
Marvel did it, right?
Yeah. So like, when you compare them side by side, that shit looks like they said that looks cool. Hey, do that. We'll put our games in there. And literally,
it's funny how people not talking about the PlayStation Studio thing though. Because that's to me a clear indication, like you said, Tsunami, they're going to put their shit elsewhere.
Yeah, Google bought EA.
Yeah.
And then here's the other part: is it going to be day and date soon?
I don't think PC is going to be day and date, but I think it's going to be within 6 months. Soon.
Guess what? The investors want that money that they lost. So what's the best way to make money? By making things more available to people that maybe couldn't buy it. So I don't know.
You got this at the super chat, Snow Bunny.
Yep. Geekhead 188 with the 199. Thank you. This is for my MM2K for being good today. And then we have Fatal Sherrod with the $2. Check out Net's debut in Crumbside Wrestling.
Oh,
Will do, Fatal.
Hey, I watched one with
When am I popping up in that shit, bro?
I saw the one with Neff. He had on a Halo outfit. He got me big and black, which is accurate, but it was dope though, man. Good job with that shit, man.
Yeah, that shit's funny, man.
Yeah, funny shit, man. Funny shit. Hey, Sean and that 2K a bitch. Come on, Sean. Hey, man, Sean, new background. Man.
Sean is so uncouth. Sean, you're uncultured, brother. You're uncultured.
I told Sean, man, make sure you put Stadia right here, man. He's all right. He was like, all right, dude. All right, dude. But let him fuck out. All right, dude. No. No, thanks for the background, Sean. Yeah, man, Sean.
Is that the whole background? What's behind the little tiles?
Nothing. Because we're gonna have our little
okay.
in the middle, so he just wanted to do it on the outside.
He said no more little white children.
Yeah, no more little white children, and then like a pedophile old man and shit. No, right? That's still the thumbnail though. That's definitely still the thumbnail. Moss, I'm gonna ask you this specifically, brother. Mm-hmm. Is the arrogant Sony coming back, man?
No.
No,
No, I don't think so because
I'm gonna say no, but for a different reason.
You hear what the CFO said?
Yeah, I saw what he said about don't, because look, they're angry. I know.
Let me tell everybody what he said first.
Okay, go ahead. Mm-hmm.
I can't pronounce his name, but the CFO of Sony. Somebody asked him. Some say PS5 promotion is falling behind Xbox. Would you give passing score to what the PlayStation team has done? He said, we consider things strategically, but doing our best. As for pass or fail, I will wait for PlayStation 5 sales to make that judgment. So to paraphrase him, he's saying all that shit don't matter. As soon as y'all see the sales, y'all know who king.
Like J-Dub wrote that.
Yeah, he cocky.
Yeah. So,
I don't think so, because here's what you got to understand. That all this waiting from PlayStation isn't because they don't have anything to show. I don't believe that at the moment, because look, they got a whole bunch of second party deals with Japan. There's people running to PlayStation to make games for them.
And plus they had no show in 2 years. They got to have something to show.
Yeah, they got something. Here's what's happening though. They are really concerned about the price that the Xbox could come out at. They've said it over and over again, and I tell everybody, listen to what's said in investors' calls. At the last investor call, Sony had said, we are waiting to see what Xbox. They're really concerned about that price. So people are probably angry that they're not showing anything. But the top brass said, no, we got to see what Xbox is doing. And I think that comment was made out of frustration because they know they're kind of, at least at that aspect, they're kind of pinned in the box. So I think that was just their way of trying to deflect. But internally, I believe a lot of them wish they could show more, but they just can't because of the business strategy right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't think they're being cocky. I don't think they're being strategic. I think that's kind of like how Phil does when he says he don't want to show games more than 2 years out. I think it's just basically they are in a rock and a hard place, and that's just trying to save face by saying, "Well, don't worry about it. You'll see when it come out." Yeah. And then with the hardware stuff, they had a lot of stuff going on with that. So a lot of the times, I don't think it's about them being strategic. I just think it's about them being nervous than anything, and they just put on a good face.
Now I saw some ponies say, "Well, June is usually when E3, and they didn't show off the PS5 until E3." Let's remember, they physically didn't show it off until E3. Mm-hmm. But February of 2013, they had a hell of a reveal event. They didn't show off the console, but they showed off games. They showed off a lot of shit for the PlayStation 4. So I know people like to try to say, well, it's not June yet. Yeah, but I'm saying they was much more confident in 2013 is what I'm trying to say.
So I'm gonna say we'll find out in June if they're being cocky or if they're being strategic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right.
I mean, if they, depending on what the games look like, we'll know have they been like in the lab cooking up, cooking up some hot beats, or they've been resting on their laurels, letting the brand do all the talking.
Right.
I was saying this like last year, going into next gen, where with them being the majority leader right now, it's a possibility that they're going to be cocky coming in next gen, but they're trying to protect themselves instead of, so they won't have another PS3 fiasco. But they want to be, but they remember the PS3 fiasco when it launched.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't think they're gonna do anything stupid like the PS3, but
they're trying not to. But they're trying to. They're trying not to do that, but right now everything's coming down to the wire, and we don't know what's going to happen when it come down to the wire.
Well, we already did the math as far as how many studios and how many years it takes to make a game. They said, okay, maybe lean on third parties. What third party AAA games are still exclusive? Like, let's think about it. Like, you have maybe Persona, but they're not even buying the exclusivity. They're just making only PlayStation games. Cool, but outside of that, what is there that's PlayStation only?
Well, PlayStation stopped paying for third party exclusives.
Well, that's my point. Like, a lot of the
almost
games are coming to Xbox now. Like
almost everybody except for Nintendo stopped paying for third party exclusives.
Yeah.
And even Nintendo has slowed up on it because they'll end up going. Funny thing is, instead of going to PlayStation or Xbox, they'll end up going straight to PC instead.
Well, y'all got Bayonetta 3 and Marvel Ultimate Alliance.
But yeah, like I don't really see that. And then as far as them buying more studios, I don't see that either. Seeing as how the situation that we're in. People don't want to, invest in billion-dollar, games and stuff like that. So I don't know. Like, it's gonna be interesting to see what they have in the holster. But I don't see them buying more studios, and I don't see them doing big AAA exclusives.
And you know what's crazy though? Like, look at the indies. Like, we got Quantum Error, right? We haven't really seen any gameplay of Quantum Error, but you got these PlayStation dudes hyping Quantum Error. More gameplay of the
what's Quantum Error
side Xbox.
Yeah.
It's a fireman who goes to it's about a firefighter who goes to an island and it's like zombies and stuff. But they ain't really too much gameplay, but there's hype around that game. There's
What?
really no gameplay shown for. Well, there's a gameplay leak for Godfall. It looks okay, but what we seen with Bright Memory, they try to write that off as a 63 on Metacritic. What people don't know is just a 30-minute demo.
And see, and people don't realize that the actual dev came out and said that footage was running on Xbox Series X.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then when I said that, he's like, no. I said, no, that's what he said.
Yeah.
Right.
And you got to remember that game is being written by one person.
Exactly.
He's the that whole game is being done by one person. I was looking at it, and you know, I can't play first person shooters or whatever, but I was looking at it like, wow, that game looks really good. Then when they said it was done by one person, I was sitting there like, wow.
Microsoft need to get that man a bag and say go hire some folks.
Right. And like get him a team. Get him a team.
Yeah,
like Kojima. That game, Moss. I don't know, Moss. What you say? But you put me on that Bright Memory game. It was like a year ago. He was like, "This is game Bright Memory coming out," and I got it. I think we went and half.
Yeah, we went and got it. Yeah, we went and got it for PC. We never booted it up, but we went and got it for PC.
I booted it up a couple months ago just to try it.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I was like, "This shit fire."
But hold on, but the game looked good though. People said it didn't look that great.
It's short.
No, a little good.
It's not a full game.
It give me Shadow Warrior vibes.
When you
guys see this, it says developer confirms that it was running is the actual Xbox Series S gameplay.
It's got
bro, it's not a CGI. It was real gameplay running on the Xbox Series X. But
I could boot it up on Steam. Right, matter of fact, I'm gonna share my screen. I can boot it up on Steam. Ray tracing and everything.
What Xbox needs to do is, because I mean this guy's a developer, but doesn't mean that he's a leader. What I would coach him into starting his own studio, because the game was developed out of Korea, right? It was developed out of Asia.
Yeah.
And this could be your bridgeway to your Asian wing of development. Exactly. You know what I mean? So it would be smart to coach him, get him acclimated to a studio. He
obviously has some talent.
Exactly. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, man. So yeah. Snow Bunny.
What's up?
So that damn Animal Crossing, that shit is continuing. I saw some guy earlier, some Hunter, I forgot he a PlayStation guy, but he tried to act like he's neutral, but he's definitely a PlayStation guy. But he said, Animal Crossing has outsold every Xbox exclusive combined. I was like,
it's the report that came out in May, early part of May, the financial reports, because it goes by the fiscal year. Animal Crossing came out on March 20th, but the fiscal year ended March 31st. In those 11 days, it sold 11.77 million copies.
That's crazy.
And then they gave an updated report saying the first 6 weeks it sold 13.5 million copies.
That's crazy, man.
Right now there's switches there's shorter stock of switches. Scalpers are going crazy with the prices of switches.
Even the game costs more.
Oh, they got the game?
Yeah, they're scalping the game now for like $80 and stuff. I was on a website earlier today looking for one of the Animal Crossing cases that I'm missing, and they were trying to sell them bitches on let's put it this way, eBay was having better price. The scalpers on eBay were giving better prices.
Damn. Let me say what's up. What's up, the Dark Lord Fusion? What's going on? Flippin' state there. I finally got my copy of Animal Crossing. Hey, enjoy, brother.
Yes, enjoy Flippin'. I am at SnowBunny426 Flippin' on Twitter. So if you need fossils or anything, message me.
Go and steal all her flowers and fuck her shit up.
No. I have a 5-star island now. Thank you very much.
Hey, Mr. Kimmy said Quantum Error is coming to Xbox Series X.
Oh, cool.
I believe that.
More than
Animal Crossing.
It made it like an hour long. Hey, look at the graphics on this, bro.
So this was just like a demo.
Pretty much. Like if you pay $10 on Steam, you get the full game.
Yeah, that's the PC game, bro. It's Like I said, the Xbox Series X game it's a complete reboot.
Is it exclusive on the Xbox Series X? Is it a time exclusive or something?
It's a reboot.
Well, it's made by one guy, so I find it hard to believe he could just make everything.
It's still not the same game though. It's a reboot remake
exclusive.
I think they said it was as far as like now. I don't know if it's timed or not, but I know it's a console exclusive.
Yeah.
If it's made by one guy, I doubt it's going to be exclusive. That's just my thoughts on it.
It might be, depends on what he was paid, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, look, you got to think about it like this. This game came out around the same time that there was strife at PlayStation. He probably thought that because of the logistics and the area location, who knows? He probably could have pitched this to PlayStation, and Jim Ryan was like, we ain't worried about that, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then Microsoft ended up scooping this up, and it could be an exclusive. So, who knows? And they could give him a big duffel bag of money in order to keep it, to keep it exclusive. So,
yeah, that'd be sweet. Is it going to be a launch game? I don't know. Yeah, but let's also talk about how Yakuza next game is coming to the Xbox day one. So Phil did something over there in Japan or whatever the hell he did.
They thought he was lollygagging.
Yeah,
that Nexus game too. What's that called?
That's Scarlet Nexus.
Nexus.
Yeah, I mean this game got some pretty good graphics though. But anyway, y'all,
God,
it's that time.
Yakuza, they haven't even announced the PS5 one yet.
Yeah, but
they announced it for this gen consoles, and it had everything on there besides PS5. It had Xbox One, PS4, Epic Game Store, I believe, or was it Steam, and Xbox Series X. No PS5 on there.
It'll come there, but I'm surprised it's not like showing. But yeah,
if they showed PS4, why wouldn't they show PS5? Question.
Yeah, that's a good point. But I can't believe
they do it for every other game.
People were saying, "Oh, it's going to be delayed. The game, place is going to be delayed." I was like, "Okay, let's not go far."
Hey, you'll get this snow. I'm the super chat, Snow Bunny.
Sorry, Nethos with the $4.99. Dirt showed who was the real Xbox guy in that Crumbside Wrestler episode.
I'm talking about 3v3.
I think it was me and Nev versus Mooch and Crap or some shit like that.
No, I thought it was you, Snow, and MM2K against.
There's a bunch of us. There's a bunch of us.
Come on, the Neff one.
Yeah, there's I got a couple of them where I was up against Veer against Tronny, and I murdered her in one of them, and then there was a rematch, and then there's a bunch of them with all of us in it.
Yeah, man, my PC dog shit is running choppy as hell.
No, it's something going on because I can't right now. I'm on Google, but I can't run Foxfire. It's super laggy. My Foxfire is.
Try to update it.
It should have automatically updated.
All right, so let's go ahead and hit a couple more of these little. Do you give a shit before we get out of here? I don't have a lot today. But
wait. Before didn't Maul say something you had to ask her during Nintendo? Octopath.
Oh, he needs to ask me something about Octopath Traveler.
We do that shit after the show.
Hey.
All right, so Tony Hawk 1 and 2 remasters are coming September 4th on the Xbox, PS4, PC, all that good stuff.
It's not coming to the Switch.
Oh, it's not?
Are you sure? Are you sure it's
coming to Stadia, Moss?
What's that?
That like Tony Hawk remaster. Is it coming to Stadia?
No, it ain't coming.
It's not? Okay.
Not that I've seen.
Do you guys give a shit about Tony Hawk coming back?
I do.
I do,
man.
I was hoping it would come to Switch. I liked playing Tony Hawk.
I was never into Tony Hawk.
I never was.
I never got into him.
I pre-ordered that shit already.
Oh,
and
what's the name of it?
Tony Hawk 1 and 2.
It's called Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1+2.
I do remember how popular those games were back in the day, though. Those
I
games,
remember how dog shit they got.
They got pretty much all the original soundtrack on there too. That was a big problem why they didn't make the games and like remaster them in the first place is because the music licensing
had expired.
Rulio, it was Rulio. Yeah, I mean, you was like Tony Hawk, your 18-year-old self. Yeah, I never got into them, man.
The original games were fucking great, man.
I know they was extremely popular, man. Like probably like
yeah, they were.
Yeah, they were like one of the biggest franchises out there at the time.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. I remember who?
Skate.
No, I don't think Skate killed it. I think just the genre itself.
It kind of killed itself, man.
Yeah, it became too many of them came out at the same time.
Well, I know they came out that board that
it was dead by then.
That was what like was the downfall of the shit.
Yeah,
them 2 games where you needed the board and shit. Yeah, that shit was trash.
What's it called?
And then they were coming out.
Ride and there was another one.
Yeah,
and they were coming out with too many of them back to back.
It was Shred. Yeah.
I'm surprised they come out with those. I mean, like bringing those music games back, like Guitar Hero and all that shit, and Rock Band.
That was a music licensing shit, bro.
Well, here's no. What you call it? I think like when you buy the games, like certain ones came with the game, but then the ones you bought from the store carried over.
Yeah, it did. It did.
Yeah, but you don't want another fiasco like that one game had.
Thanks, Julio. That like, but
it wasn't Guitar Hero, but it was like there's another Guitar Hero type game, but it wasn't Guitar Hero and like
Rock Band.
There was Band Hero.
Didn't they? Rock Band, and then they canceled like all the DLCs or all the DLC songs wouldn't work and shit like that. Even if you bought them.
Do you guys remember that dog shit?
We had rock
music. That dog shit Wii Music. Y'all remember that?
Wait, that was a game?
Yeah, I bought that shit. I was thinking.
Maybe it's because rock is dead. Like rock and roll is nowhere near as big as it used to be.
Yeah, it's not.
It's changed.
Like, rap is number one. Hip hop is number one in the country, bro.
And they said it's gonna die.
Yeah, hip hop number one in the country. All the
man, rock has changed so much. I barely listen to it anymore.
BMX, though. I remember that game, Rulio. That game was dog shit.
It was dark shit, but it was funny.
Y'all don't think $40 is too much for that Tony Hawk remaster?
Man, stop it.
That ain't bad. I mean, it's for part 1 and 2.
Man, they charged $60 for Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5. Come on. $40. You can do $40 for this game. This game is 10 times better than that.
It came out a couple years ago. That shit was trash.
But is it one of those games that won't age well because a lot of the the older gen games?
Yeah, they did some enhancements though. They did a lot of enhancements.
What I think is if this is successful, I think they're gonna DLC it with Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3. That's my prediction. Like 3 and 4, because they were talking even when they had the interview with Tony Hawk and the lady from the studio that's making it. They were talking about doing 3 and 4 as like another game, but I'm thinking they might pair it in with DLC.
Yeah.
Well, I also want to say, as far as that topic, was that a Geoff Keighley announcement?
Yeah, that was hold on. All right, let's talk about that because first it was the Tuesday announcement that was supposed to be Silent Hill. That's what I'm saying. The Tuesday announcement was supposed to be Silent Hill. Ooh, then it was Tony Hawk Pro Skater remastered. So people was like, oh, that's cool. But Wednesday's going to be the PS5. Okay.
He hyped up a remaster
to be an engine.
PS1 remaster.
Well, all right, y'all. Let me go to the next "Do You Give a Shit" question. WB Games Montreal. They put out this tweet. Said, "Thank you very much." I forgot to share my fucking screen. I'm sorry, y'all. WB Montreal put out a tweet. Now, can you guys see? I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's coming up.
Okay, they put out a tweet. Said, "Thank you very much for the enthusiasm for our next project. At this time, our channel will showcase the studio, who we are, and why we love making games. So stay tuned." So they're saying our shit ain't gonna be on Geoff Keighley shit. Good. If we're gonna show something, it's gonna be on our own shit. So
yeah, but when they said the Summerfest, whatever the summer shit, WB was part of the studios on there.
Let me read this again. Thank you. What they say, our channel would showcase the studios. I don't know. So
maybe it's a deep dive. Maybe it's a talk afterwards.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
So what do you guys think about WB Montreal? Do you think they're gonna show that freaking Batman game they're working on this year?
Yes.
Hope so.
I think this is it.
Yeah, I think this is it too. I think this is it. Cause shit, like, what was their last game? What was the last game WB Montreal made?
I don't know.
Was it Arkham Knight?
I know Rocksteady made the Batman Arkham Knight.
Arkham Knight's games were made by Rocksteady. Yeah.
Watch it be some cartoony shit.
And I'm not
that
speculating on anything yet until it comes out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna Google them real fast. You said WB Montreal?
Yeah, WB Montreal. Yeah, man. Because that Batman game came out, what, 2015? Arkham Knight, 2015?
It's gonna be a Lego Batman game.
It's about 5 years ago, man. So it's about time, brother. It's about time for another damn Batman.
Another Lego Batman game?
No, that man want no more fucking Lego games.
They got one it's called Tsushima Online. It's a Lego game. They got Arkham Origins and then Arkham City for the Wii U.
Oh damn! So they ain't been doing shit really. I see.
Yeah.
I mean, like I did like the DC Villains Lego game, but
Nah, this is like Legends of Tsushima Lego. So they've got 3 games and one of them is a Lego game. So
yeah. Yeah, crazy. Let me pull up this other tweet. But yeah, they definitely need to make another one, man. See, I mean, people just assuming it's going to be another Batman game, but they haven't.
People were saying the Spider-Man, Superman and shit, like a whole bunch of theories. I don't know.
Man, people been fiending for a Batman game for like a long time.
Yeah, definitely, man, definitely. So, all right, guys. So my next topic on Do You Give a Shit is about Mafia. Now, listen to me. I was a huge fan. I never played part 1, but I was a huge fan of part 2 and part 3. And apparently they're doing this is like a remake to me. I don't know if you guys see the screen.
Remake of part 2, right?
No, it's all 3 of them.
Oh shit.
It's a remaster of 3 and a remake of 1 and 2, I think.
Oh, really? Oh, that makes sense because 3 came out a few years ago. Oh, damn. Now let me tell you, I never played 1. But part 2 blew me away. I love part 2. And part 3 was pretty good. Now, if that shit looks like this, bro.
Bro, if it looks like that. Oh my god, bro.
This is like the PS5, Xbox Series. That shit is
gonna be on fire.
Yeah, I never played part 1. Oh, see, I didn't realize that, Moss. So part 1 and 2 is like remake, but part 3 is a remaster.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, see, because part 3 looked pretty good, but it seemed ashy sometimes. It's too much brown.
Yeah.
But the game, I like the actual game.
I'm about to tell the main character? That's racist.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
No, but I'm talking about just the graphics. That looks pretty good, man. So, yeah.
You said he wasn't dark enough. It's too brown.
Bro, that's a LA Noir remaster.
I love LA Noir, by the way. But do you guys give a shit about Mafia 1, 2 being remade and part 3 being remastered? Do you guys give a shit?
No.
Yep.
I don't really care that it's being done, but like that shit looks good.
It looks good.
I'll play it.
Hey, Dirk, rumors say that Mafia 1 will be here sooner than we realize.
Really? Oh, so they doing them separately? I thought it was supposed to be.
No, 2 is coming. I think 2 is coming on the 20th.
The 20th of this month?
No.
Yeah.
The first one is supposed to come out on the 19th, according to rumors. Mafia 1 comes out on
No, there's actually a leak. There was actually a leaked trailer. And hold on, let me see something.
That's what I'm going by.
Because it's coming to Stadia, so we was all over this shit.
Mafia 2 comes out in August.
Oh, so I thought they was all gonna come out like the same time. So
because the remaster is gonna come out last. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or the remake is gonna come out last. So whatever's the remake. Oh, Mafia 1. Yeah, you're right. Mafia 1's gonna be the last one because it's the actual remake.
Oh,
but 2 and 3 are coming out soon.
Oh shit! Like
part 2.
One is the one I haven't played. So
everything that we seen is a leak. So like they haven't really officially came out with anything. All this stuff got leaked. So
I think they did come out with some official.
I think it was like a tease.
Oh, tease!
It was like a teaser trailer, and it wasn't supposed to come out yet.
Right. The pictures and everything got leaked, and the release date is supposedly leaked too. So this should be here. It's part 1 should be here in 6 days. It's crazy.
Because
I like these stuff.
They got official Twitter. They got official Twitter. Probably tune in May 19th. I don't know if that means the game is coming out or they're going to show something on May 19th.
Nice.
Yeah, but they made a couple posts like just like subtle.
I got something up. I got the article up because they were. I know they were bouncing this up. It says
Vito. Yeah, but now I'm the type of guy. If I finish a game, I usually don't finish it again. There's a few games in my life that I have finished multiple times. One was The Last of Us. 2 was Mafia 2. I finished that game 3 times, bro. 3 times, let's just say. I love Mafia 2. Part 3 was okay. But,
So you telling me that you didn't beat True Crime Streets of LA twice?
Hey, that was shit, but I only beat that once. And then I had like Snoop Dogg as a DLC or something.
Yeah.
What about GTA when they released it?
Def Jam 5 in New York.
I can't beat them games though. Hey, I have a confession. The first GTA game I've ever beat to its completion was GTA 5.
You didn't beat 3?
I didn't.
3 was great.
Let me tell you the furthest I made in San Andreas. I used to hate GTA games where you had to control a plane or a remote control car. The controls drove me crazy, so I had to stop playing them bitches. Now GTA 4, I made it all the way to the end, but I think the helicopter part, like it pissed me off or something. I said, "Fuck this game."
Yeah, it do get tough.
I never beat 4 and never beat Vice City, but I beat 3, San Andreas, and I beat 5.
Yeah, 5 is the first one. And I beat that bitch on the PS5. I'm sorry, the PS4 because I didn't have PlayStation 4 games. I was like, man, I need something.
Man. I beat that shit on 360.
I need something.
Hey, well, Dirk, let me spoil it for you. Samuel Jackson did it in San Andreas.
Did what?
He was the killer.
Who he killed?
CJ.
I forget. I was playing that. I remember Smoke was like crooked, right? What was it? Smoke?
He was down with it too. But
Smoke.
Officer Tenpenny.
Yeah,
got to pull the trigger. They all was like but that shit was so poorly written.
Victor Allison, he said you ain't beat Shenmue more than once.
I know. I beat the first Shenmue and I ain't played that bitch ever again. I spent my last $50 on that bitch. I had to finish it.
Hey, yo,
you might as well hang that up as a plaque if you still got that. A Dreamcast game.
I still got part 3 and I ain't really played that. I played that one time.
Dude, I know you remember this. Hey, CJ, we're gonna rob this bank. You drop it, nigga. All right. Anything for the Grove.
The Grove. I like to get back to Grove Street on part 5. That was kind of dope.
Yeah, it was.
Hey man, Quay Simmons being messy, man. Let me
more than one. He ain't had no permanent living, no house to play it in.
All right, yeah, we about to get out of here, honestly though. We about to really get out of here because it's past time.
Yeah, I gotta go to work tomorrow.
Oh shit, back to work?
Not fully. We're back on payroll. We're trying to open up our office because the state of Maryland put a bunch of requirements down. So we're working on trying to get the office open, but we have to go in there and completely disinfect it and start setting some stuff up.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nobody
coronavirus.
The virus already dead.
Shit is real.
Hey man, these Xbox guys funny. They said that person is a Fortnite skin on that demo. That Fortnite
skin. Hey, you see what I put there? You see what I posted?
Yeah. Let me see.
Was it the Tomb Raider?
Oh no, I ain't see it.
It's in the DMs, bro. Scrampunks DM.
Yeah, I did put it.
Oh, was it the DM? Okay, let me hold on. Stop my screen for a second. Because I don't know what kind of shit y'all be having in the DM, man. Y'all be wilding, man. Hey, so Mars, brother, what you got going on, brother?
I'm trying to redo, for those that have been interested, I'm trying to redo the schedule for this Stadia Stream Connect podcast. So it won't be tomorrow at 3. It'll be at a different time. So stay tuned. I don't know what time. I'm thinking like 1 tomorrow. And not this week, but next week. I'm going to do it. I'm going to pull the trigger on it. The homie, the elegant King Thrash wants to come on the Stadia Stream Connect podcast. And he wants to tell me something about Stadia. So I'm going to have him. I'm going to have his homie, Pablo III, who we've converted over to Stadia. And I'm going to have some other people on there. It's going to be a great show. We're just trying to dot all the I's and cross all the T's. Thrash don't even know about this yet. So I'm breaking this news over the airwaves.
I'm about Stadia, nigga.
I think they're live right now. So you might not hear about it. Yeah, I think they're live.
Hell yeah, nigga. We live right now, nigga.
Come over here and talk about that shit.
Nigga, like, don't subscribe.
Be a great show. So yeah,
take them on, Nick. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, and of course, if Broadband Bullies does something, you can catch pretty much all of us, most of us here on this panel,
right?
Doing something tomorrow. I mean, especially for multiplayer. Multiplayer podcast is tomorrow too. So
yeah. Hey, no, man, you being messy, man.
That's not a D, brother.
Oh, you being messy, man. That's funny shit. Tsunami, brother, what you got?
Damn, that's an old ass image.
Same old same. I mean, same thing I said on WBG. If you want to know what I was talking about, go listen.
Oh yeah. Hey, Mark Woodland, somebody told me that you used to be PlayStation Koi, man. Is that true? Because I remember PlayStation Koi. I remember he was a motherfucker.
Yeah. Shit.
No, man, but Mark Woodland is he's like the type of pony that I appreciate. I just have a nice discussion with him. You know what I'm saying? It don't have to be all crazy. You know what I'm saying? We can have a nice discussion, man. You know, that's what I appreciate. Sometimes I don't want to fanboy all the time. I just want to talk, have a nice discussion about consoles or video games in general. And some ponies won't let me do that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Even when I would hit them up in the DM by themselves, like, yo, what's up, man? You good? Yeah, man, I'm better than Xbox. Oh, come on, brother. Damn. Oh, man. You remember how, like, guys, you said, when you can't thug all day long, you can't be like, I don't know what community say, you can't be gang banging on breakfast. Like, nigga, what's up with these eggs, nigga? Nah, brother, calm down. You can't be, fanboying all damn day, can you? I guess they can, huh?
Hey, sometimes you got to pull their trophies, though.
Right. Oh, shit.
See how many of they really play.
Shit. Yeah, don't check and see if they really game. Don't do that. God damn.
Is that Double O Rain you said that just got his damn PS4 2 months ago?
Yeah.
Oh,
he be capping like he Jade up out there. I said, you haven't been in these streets long enough, player.
Come on, man. Come on, man. I saw somebody posted their trophies, and I said, hold on, man. Now, everybody know I game on Xbox mostly, but my trophy, I'm like 10 or level 10, right? I'm seeing some niggas like level 8. I'm like, hold on, brother, you a damn pony. How the fuck am I? And I don't even play exclusives on there. You know what I mean?
Because they casuals. They play their card, they play their Madden. Yeah. That's pro they get.
Game Store was looking kind of suspect too, though. You know what I'm saying? I saw Xbox guy, motherfucking score was like 8,000. I'm like, hold on now, dog. You ain't playing too much Xbox either, but anyway,
you can't be capping.
Not much, man.
Huh?
If all you play is multiplayer, you can't be capping either for PlayStation.
Now I know nobody would ever say no or don't play no damn games. This nigga had 7,000 points in 1 month once. I was like, damn. Like, no, number one on my list. I was number 26. I had like 700 points that month. He had 7,000. I was like, damn. Nobody can never like say no.
I beat him 1 month. I beat him 1 month.
Oh, you did? Actually, yeah, my sales score actually pretty decent too, though.
You know, but I don't game whatever.
Hey, but you almost close to 200,000, ain't you, Noah?
Your mom was at 200,000. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you only got 200 or 2,000 more to go. Like,
for real? That close. I remember at one point when I was like, I maybe at 109,000, you was like around 130.
Know about the live stream. He's gonna find the game.
On the run.
He gonna do it like, who was it? Was it Randolph Thor?
Yeah, he was that. Yeah,
he like 200 game score live stream. He gonna get it on. He gonna get it on Halo 1.
Oh yeah, Merulio. Hey, Merulio been playing since the 360 days strong. 165 down. Yeah, brother. Yeah, man. I mean, Merulio. Hey, but Merulio used to cheat back in the 360 days. Merulio. I'm gonna tell your game for like secret, brother. Back in the day, anyway. I don't know if we do that now. Still, is like GameFly still open?
Yeah, barely.
Hey, Moss. If you're gonna get Last of Us 2, get it on GameFly.
No, you know what? I was gonna do that, but I canceled it, man. That shit is too. It's too much.
Do you guys remember Game Tap? Do you remember Game Tap?
Oh, no, I ain't never heard of that.
It was a stream. It wasn't streaming. It was just like a service. It was owned by Ted Turner, and it was like you could just like log on your PC. It was a monthly thing, and you could just play games. Even if your PC was dark, it wasn't streaming though. It was like you would just play games. But my PC was trash back then, and I remember I can only play like the 2D games, like the Sega Genesis games.
Was the first Game Pass?
It was kind of like that, but they ain't had no. They did have some original shit. What was that dog and that? Oh man, but it didn't last too long. But it was pretty cool for me though. So I had my 360. Then I go over there and play like some old Eternal Champions on Sega Genesis. They ain't had no Nintendo because Nintendo don't play that shit. But yeah, it was actually pretty good, man, for a while. So anyway, Snow Bunny, what you got going on?
Prepping to go back to work. I've been
I already asked you that. Didn't
Yeah. I'm prepping to go back to work, and I'm working on some other things.
Yeah, she's prepping over there. She said, "I'm gonna shave my legs for the first time in months."
Yeah.
I'm one of the few blessed women in the world where my hair doesn't grow on my legs, so I don't have to shave my legs.
My wife like that. But the arms though, what you got some other arms?
Yeah, you gotta shave them, but the legs, nah.
That's funny. Rulio said if I would never had got married and had kids, I would have a million gaming score. Yeah, you probably would, brother. Because when I first met you wasn't married. Yeah, you wasn't married with no kids. Yeah, like that's when he was racking up all them points on the 360. That shit slowed down, yeah. I guess.
Hey, I'm gonna cut back on my 360 and go back and play Scott.
Dog, it was much easier to get achievements on 360, man. You get achievements for dying in some games.
Right.
Yeah.
Now you have to beat games like 10 times.
Yeah.
Was that last Airbender? You get like 1,000 in like 10 seconds.
Like as soon as you cut the game on, but just
you know Noah got that. He bought that.
King Kong. Like
oh yeah.
Those games really gave you a bunch of points.
Yeah.
I remember one day I cut
Fight Night Route 3.
I remember one day I cut on my Xbox 360 and turned on the game, and then that shit popped for like 1,000. I said, "What?" It was like I think it was like 2K. I think it was like one of the old 2Ks.
Oh yeah,
like one of them games.
I think.
Yeah, I just turned it on. That shit popped all 1,000 achievements, and I didn't do shit. I said, "How many more games is there like this? I need a list."
It's a headache now, bro. Some of the games you got to beat it 10 times. You got to do things you wouldn't normally do in your the normal routine of a game, bro. To get achievements now.
Yeah. They got out of hand with some of that shit. Like I remember Gears. That Gears seriously, all of those achievements. Fuck that. Them seriously achievements be like
stare at the wall for an hour. Well, I guess I'm
You know, I hate the ones where if you play the game, like you gotta play the game for 30 straight days and shit. And 25
get 5,000 pistol kills, headshots only. Like what?
All right, y'all. We about to get out of here. Yeah, Mark, the 360 was fire, bro. It was.
Yeah.
Hey, it was so dope that they survived that damn red ring of death.
That wasn't even that. They said it only cost them $2 billion. They made that back with Xbox Live in a couple months.
Hell yeah. Think about it. That shit was kind of bad for a second, but people love the 360 so much they survived that shit like no problem.
Man, Viva Pinata was the bomb.
I get into that.
It's on rare replay.
Yeah, it is. I forgot about Rare Replay. I forget that.
That's a good place. I'll be farming achievements too. They'll be like, start this game, pop.
I think it's on Game Pass. Or some of the games on Rare Replay are on Game Pass.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Rare Replay is on Game Pass, I think.
Hey, I thought Cameo was actually a pretty good Rare game, man.
Yeah.
I miss like a lot of like Cameo was pretty good. I loved Lost Odyssey back then and Blue Dragon.
Conker's bad for a day, bro.
Yeah.
I ain't like Conker that much though.
Your opinion.
He said
right now.
He said the comedy was a little too crude for me.
It was too cruel.
Oh shit, I was joking. Goddamn.
I thought I was playing Nintendo. I am. What's going on here?
But 360 was really, really good, man. 360. I hope they can get back to that 360 mentality, like because 360. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. In America, 360 was king.
It was popping, bro.
It was king, brother. Everybody had a 360. I knew a few dudes that had a PS3 until
It reminded me how the changeover from NBA Live to NBA 2K. I'm like, yo, play this version is better. Play this better. And I'm like, just wait for it. Just wait for it. And then all of a sudden it took over. It's the same thing with Live. I'm like, yo, Live is trash.
I actually know. I actually
when
know when 2K took over, brother. I actually did some research one time. NBA Live outsold 2K all the way up to 2K9. 2K9, because Live was trash the whole 360 era, except for Live 10. 2K9, that's when, for the first time, 2K outsold EA.
And most of the people was buying it off GP. They weren't buying it because it was great. They was buying it because that's what they used to do since they were little kids for Christmas.
I remember 2K5, bro. 2K5, or not 2K5, but NBA Live 2005, bro. That game was fucking amazing with the dunk contest shit,
hey, bro. During the PS2 Xbox, original Xbox days, I used to live in denial. And I knew Live was like it was more fun. I still won't say it was better.
One contest on 2005 NBA Live. You could throw this shit off the jumbotrons and stuff, bro. That stuff was awesome.
You went, hey, Aurora, you went through 7 360s? Damn, bro. I only went through one.
God damn.
Oh, see, you realize like he was a manager at GameStop at the time, so he was probably just like, look at it.
Y'all remember the first time plugging your 360 up through HDMI?
Oh, you say what?
Yeah.
Remember the first time you put 360 up to 8? Man, it felt like it felt like a whole console.
You know what I did? I got that VGA adapter and I put that motherfucker on the monitor.
Yeah.
Wow.
The thing was,
I had the composite cables. I had because most TVs didn't come with composite just yet. So I was
hook myself as a composite, but I eventually did hook it up to an HDMI because I had. In 2013, it was before the Xbox One and PS4 came out. I had bought another like the cheapest Xbox 360 that actually had an HDMI port on it already. Because like the original one didn't. You know, you had to buy that separate thing for HDMI. Yeah, so and that was all this shit. That looked dope, man. 360 was sweet, man. It was kind of ahead of its time on certain things, man.
What was it called? Was it called the Elite? Xbox Elite?
Man,
the black one?
Yeah,
that was the black one.
Yeah. That's the one I got second.
Hey, Mark, that's facts. The 720p was the shit back. I had a 720p TV. You can tell me shit.
You got 720i, nigga. Shut up.
I got no damn 720i.
Netflix was popping back then, but you can invite people to like the little thing and watch the Netflix together.
Yeah. 1 versus 100.
Hey, man, we're gonna say this before we get out of here, but I'm gonna tell you, Xbox Live. Period. When I first got into Xbox Live, man, that was the most fun shit I ever did in my life, man. That was some fun times, and the racism was just absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, people know how to act.
Party Chat kind of stopped that, you know. Obviously, Party Chat kind of stopped it, but boy, when you go in them game chats, that's what you do.
MW2 game lobbies, bro. It was over. Days would not survive in Xbox 360 MW2 game lobbies. You get destroyed.
I want Xbox to bring back themes. Those themes that, like, you know, towards the middle, not the end ones, but towards the middle. Them shits had themes. You had the Gears of War theme, had a little background. Man, it had your party and everybody was in the party.
That's something I love about the PS4. I ain't gonna lie, dog. I love their themes.
Yeah.
Because I got a Last of Us 2 like theme on mine, and that shit dope. Yeah, I wish
I got
like some type of themes.
I I got like a fake cyberpunk one. It's not fake looking. It's not official cyberpunk, but the shit look awesome. The shit look like fucking cyberpunk world, like mixed with like Fifth Element. Like you see cars flying by, they got music, neon. Yeah,
dope.
dope.
So Rain, we gotta get out of here, but Rain made a good
tell me that your theme was a hole-in-one dirt?
Huh? What the hell are you talking about, man?
Hole-in-one? You said you got a Last of Us 2.
Oh, come on, man.
Come on, man.
Damn, Mark, man, you up at 4 a.m., brother? What you doing, man? Hey, now we appreciate it, but damn, bro, you up? Are you getting
thank you,
or were you still in the bed?
Props.
But Rain G4, Xbox Live Arcade, absolutely, bro.
Oh yeah, you are in the UK, Mark. You need to get to sleep.
Yeah, definitely, man. 4 a.m.
Get some bloody sleep.
That's like Rain, Double O Rain. He's from the UK. He be popping in the chats all late. I said, did you just wake up?
Oh, yeah, I said, okay, that's cool. Yeah. I always want to visit the UK.
Yeah, man, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I have a horrible accent.
It looks great on Forza Horizon 4.
It looks like
can use achievement as a wallpaper because I got
yeah, man.
Forza Horizon 4 achievement.
Hey, me too. Yeah,
that was pretty good achievement art thing.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. It's past Moss bedtime. He gotta get up and
I can get up at 2.
Gotta go to bingo in the morning. So everybody, Rain G4, True Witty, Mark Wood. Hey man, damn bro, you gotta get up an hour so you can't go back to sleep for real. Alex Basha, is it Basha or Basha? Because that's very, like I always say, this is very similar to my wife's name. Emmanuel A. Johansson, Rubio, you know, all the homies. Thank you for joining us.
True Witty.
Get out of here, y'all. True Witty.
Emmanuel, yes.
The Dark Lower Fusion. Man, why Emmanuel say F King
cracking.
Emmanuel don't like King Thrash, man.
I see.
But he said that. I mean, you usually listen to him and like didn't know that he used to bash Xbox all the time. I don't know, bro. You wasn't listen to him hard enough.
Made a video about how Gears 5 is not as great as Digital Foundry said it was.
It was dishonest, nigga. It was dishonest, nigga.
I don't even know.
What the fuck? Was that Lil Rascal?